So the first update we have, clear my nose, is Xielo. And do you guys all remember when this happened? When Xielo fell into the river? So this is the official narrative that he died as an accident. Julie Bob, you were definitely here for this. His mum has posted some posts on social media that she wants out there, and I'm going to read those. So she made this post yesterday. So obviously Xielo actually fell into the river. They said it was by accident. We were covering the case at the time. The official narrative that he had fallen in by accident, it was during the fact where it was, the river was coming up. What's it called? It flooded. Dear flooded. So the official narrative is Xielo Maruziva fell into the river, saw from Packhorse Bridge in Aylstone Meadows on 18th of February. His body is found almost 4 months later. They waited. It was absolutely tragic. The coroner has said that he'd fallen into the water accidentally. Following the conclusion of the inquest, a confrontation took place between members of Xielo's family in which a jug of water was thrown. The two sides of the family had been separated in the courtroom due to tensions following Xielo's death. He was out with his aunt and he was walking far ahead of her when he disappeared from view into the river and no one was close enough to get him back out. So I'm not going to go too much into the official narrative. She said he was about 10 metres away from him. The mum is saying it was way more than that. So now I'm going to read you the mum's statement and what she says. It's pretty long. Let me put Xielo up while I do it. So his mum had posted this on social media. I've kept quiet for way too long, even though I don't do social media stuff, but it's about time everyone knows the truth about Bradley and his family. And she said name 3 members, Bruce, Monica, and Nicole, and Memory actually. I want to clear my name. Since he wants to be having people threaten me and talk of my dead child, I'll let your dad Bruce take Xielo on the 17th of February 2024. I had no response from when he came and collected him from my house at 3 p.m. to when he called me on the 18th of February. I didn't know where my son was. At 5:30 to tell me there had been an accident, a whole 50 minutes after it supposedly happened, even though I rang and messaged him the same day prior and he didn't contact me back when I asked your dad why he wanted to lie to me. Saying he doesn't know what happened, but 5-10 minutes later when my mum rang him, thank you Nina so much, thank you, that's beautiful. When my mum rang him 5-10 minutes later, all of a sudden he remembers. And I've seen CCTV of your sister and your auntie not watching our child. She wasn't watching him properly, and you know yourself they weren't looking after him, but you won't get justice for your child because you and your family believe your sister or auntie shouldn't go to prison, but they should have watched him properly and he would still be here today. So instead of chatting to people, telling them that your sister Nicole and Auntie Memory wasn't watching Xielo, that's why he fell into the river, because he was way ahead of them while they were too busy chatting in their own conversation. There is no CCTV proof which lets a 2-year-old walk freely. Oh no, she hasn't got, sorry, the punctuation's not great, so I'm reading it all too fast. Who lets a 2-year-old walk freely, especially in open water that's flooded, and you want to talk about it being an accident? That was no accident, babes. Especially when I asked if you needed a pushchair and you knew there was reins in his bag. And tell everyone how your mother Monica found it funny and wanted to be smirking and smiling when I got to the scene that day, and I was crying my eyes out, bawling, couldn't breathe, and she's smiling. She tells everyone your dad told your whole family and didn't call me till 5:50 when Xielo apparently fell in at 5 p.m. and you and your family are an evil bunch of motherfuckers. None of you even helped me look for him when the incident happened, and me and my family was down there every single day searching for Xielo's body while you and your family were at home talking about how scared you were. And I don't care if none of you don't like me, because all of you don't like me, because I stand up for myself and I don't allow you to manipulate me. Before you want to be posting my child acting like you're upset or grieving, and you were the best dad to Xielo because you would not tell everyone how we broke up since March 2023. You've hardly been there for your child, and your mum and dad stopped dealing with him too, and now you stopped seeing him completely in November 2023, all because I called the police on you for dragging me off the table, biting me and putting your hands all over me. Well, Xielo was right there, and I have proof of how many times I've gone to your parents asking for help with Xielo, and all they did was ignore me and let you keep doing your bullshit. All you cared about was us getting back together, and instead of stepping up as a dad, I tried to be civil and tried to get you to see your child and do even after everything, my child gets the justice he deserves, because he did not deserve this, and I will keep fighting to the end. Your family have failed my child and served the police, so you and your family could just try and put juju or whatever on me and keep getting people to threaten me, but just know my God is way more powerful than the demonic spirits that your family have in you, because karma is a bitch. I will forever speak my truth. Xielo never deserved any of you. Only me and my family have been fighting since 18th of February 2024 when Xielo fell into that river. We and the police kept searching. We fought for SGI to get involved, And any events that's happened for him, we did ourselves. Well, you and your family have sat being quiet because you know it's your fault. Till this day, I'm fighting. Because the police have still not finalised, there's an investigation and no one has been arrested. But if it was me, I would have been arrested straight away as his mother for not looking after him properly. So I'm not keeping quiet anymore. I have also reported to the police about the threats you and your people have sent to me and them talking on my dead child and provided evidence, but they have ignored me. And since the 19th of February 2024, your auntie Memory has gone missing and no one even saw her. A bit strange, isn't it? Yet police have done nothing. You would rather chat to me and tell people how you and your family don't like me because I'm not from Zimbabwe and how it was done on purpose. Now you're all getting what you deserve. 8 months since it happened, and 8 months since it's happened. This has only just come out today, so I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be 18 months or something. And you and your family have done has been difficult and gave me problems. What I've tried to do is grieve my child in peace, but you guys clearly don't care because you've all gone back to work and living your happy life like nothing's happened. Very fucked up if you ask me. Xielo's world, my world forever, and I'll forever keep fighting for my son regardless. Keep flying high, baby boy. Mama's got you forever. So yes, anyone's associated with Bradley Maruziva, his father, I said block and remove me off everything. Xielo Maruziva, he went missing in Aylstone Meadows. He apparently fell off a bridge into the water. And we were always told that his family had been with him, that they'd jumped straight into the water to try and save him. And when we covered it last time, if you remember, his aunties would come in here and try and get us to stop talking about it, even when he was still missing. Makes sense now because they were with him when he died. So that's the update on Xielo's case. And I do think the mum's right in some aspects. Like, if the mum had been with him and he had been walking ahead with no reins, because there was warnings that day. There was warnings saying don't go near the meadow because it was so it was like backed right up. There was flooding everywhere. The water was all over the pavement and stuff, and there was warnings saying don't go there. And they still went with him, 2 years of age. She said, do you want to take his buggy? She provided them with reins, and they chose not to use those safety features. So funny, full hand grab. So to me, if it was the mum, she would have been arrested for negligence. And it does, when she says like the grandparents didn't want to be involved with him anymore, the dad didn't want to pay for him, you start to think like, was this on purpose? Like, was it not? Because you weren't taking any care with him. Like, why would you take a 2-year-old with no reins, no buggy, no nothing, and take him down to an area that said don't go to? Not safe. Because I wouldn't take my kids to an area that said not safe, and mine are old enough to know not to go in the water or not to stay right away from it. But I wouldn't take them. And she said in that bit, you did it on purpose. Like, so I'm gonna listen to any mother. He was a beautiful little boy, and his body was missing for 4 months before they finally found him. 4 months.